this pin is in focus, so my face, when I sit down on my stool, should be in focus. Boop, boop, I'm in focus. I'm in focus. For today's video, I'm going to show you how I organize and store all of my costumes. Right off the bat, I will admit my situation is not ideal. But in that, I assume most of your situations are not ideal either. None of us live in a dream house with our ideal craft room or ginormous cosplay storage closet. No one has that. And if you do, I'm jealous. So I figured just by showing you what I do in my limited cramped space, it might help you to figure out some ways to organize and store your costumes with whatever space you're working with. So let's get on to exploring the different avenues of my storage space. So my room is a little bit different than normal rooms. I'm actually above the garage, but this right here, this is my closet. There's not much space in there, okay? Not even for my own stuff, let alone fitting cosplay stuff in there. So I'm working with very, very limited space. Oh, look how tiny it is. This is literally all of my closet space. So as you can see, my entire closet is just filled with normal clothes because that's all I have room in here for. The only exception is my wigs. So I have this lovely shoe rack thing, but I keep all my wigs in it. Extra wigs, extra wig, Bee and Puppy Cat wig, Ariel wig, Arctic color samples. So this is how I store a lot of my wigs. So because I have such a small closet, everything else is in the garage. If you have normal closets, like a normal house, everything I have out in the garage is what I would imagine being in a closet or in half a closet, whatever space you have. So when I take you out into the garage, just imagine everything that I show you being in a closet. All right, so we're currently standing in the doorway of my room. The lighting is gonna be terrible. You're just gonna have to work with me because it's a garage and like I'm in a narrow hallway. There's really no good way to film this. So this stockpile of stuff is what I would imagine would be at like the bottom of your closet. This is my Stevani shield. This is Hawkgirl. Incomplete, that's why it's in its own little bag because I'm currently working on it. This is a box filled with petticoats. Just keep them in a box. My Bosch helmet. Like, it's stored on a wig head so it doesn't get ruined, but it's just sitting out here safely. In the storage box is just a Mod Podge of things that really don't have their own space. This is a bag of just miscellaneous costume parts. So like I have pieces for Winter Tinkerbell. I have pieces for Bee and Puppy Cat. They're just like small little things that aren't entire costumes, but just little pieces of costumes that are all stuck together. Correction, there are 4 wig heads in here because I need 4 apparently. Also in this box are 2 boxes. In these boxes are my very nice styled wigs. So Tracer's in this one to protect her and Bulma is in the other one. So that is how I store very nicely styled wigs so they don't get ruined, is in a box that's big enough for them to fit, whether that's a shoe box or like a gift box, make it work. That's how I protect my styled wigs. And I used to be able to fit Bosch's helmet in here, but apparently I just have too many wig heads. Why do I have 4? Where that blue box usually is, right next to it is this cardboard box. This is Tracer. Everything of Tracer is in here. The armor, the guns, the jumpsuit, the leather jacket, the goggles. Everything of her, besides the styled wig, is in this box. Similarly, this box on top of Tracer is Widowmaker. Behind Widowmaker is my Harley mallet. And lastly, in front of this blue box is a giant Comic-Con bag with all of my weapons. So we have Kiki's broom, the top of Kiki's broom, Hawkgirl mace, Harley handle, rose quartz sword, and Widowmaker gun. Everything is just in this big bag tucked into the corner. So we're inside of a closet. Picture that, all right? We're not in the garage, we're in a closet. So weird pieces of armor, like my Bosch armor, are hung over the bar. All of my costumes are hung up like they would be in a closet, and they're each protected in a bag. And this lovely thing are my Hawkgirl wings, which a lot of people ask how I store. So they have just a protective clothing bag draped over them so they don't get dusty out in the garage. And then on the apex of each of the wings there is a zip tie. That zip tie is always there, even when I'm wearing it. It's there, it's usually just hidden by some feathers. And then these are just pieces of coat hanger that I made a hook to go over the bar, and another hook that the zip tie sits on. Boop, 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 boop. We're gonna go over 2 costumes, and I'm gonna show you how I keep them all together so nothing gets lost and everything stays in good condition. This right here is Kiki. First off, it is in a dollar store jacket clothing protector. The zipper is broken. The dress on a hanger. Just stuffed in the bottom of the bag is the tutu that I wear under the skirt to give it just a little more floof. This petticoat is dedicated strictly to Kiki. That's why it is with this costume and not just in my generic petticoat box. The last thing that's in this bag is Kiki's bag. In the bag is, whoa, my hair bow. Gigi is in here. The shoes for the costume. The wig. And all of the jewelry that I wear for this costume. So there you have it. This is everything that I need for Kiki. Clearly you can't do this for all of your costumes. Like I can't put my tracer wig in a bag, I would ruin it. And to further prove my point that this bag storage is the best way to keep all your costumes and keep them all together, I'm gonna show you how I store Snow White. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. I don't think you are. This is all of Snow White. All of her. Prepare to be amazed. Oh, what is that? What? What? The hoop skirt was in there? Never would have thought, would ya? Would ya? What? What? The petticoat was in there too? Get out of here. Clearly we have the skirt next. So I sewed these 2 little ribbons onto the skirt so I would be able to hang it up. This bag that's also hanging in there has all of the accessories. There's 1 shoe, 2 shoes, the hip roll that I use to make my skirt floofy, my crown, my wig, not in a bag apparently, whoops, my bird, my poison apple prop that I hardly ever use, my apple purse, these are my glove thingies, and my apple necklace. All of that was in here. There she is. And the cape. And you thought I was lying when I said every single piece of Snow White was in that one bag. Now I gotta put it all back in. Ball gown contained. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So again, if I want to wear Snow White to a convention, I literally pick up this one hanger and put it in my car, and I know that I have all of Snow White with me. I can't possibly forget anything. It's all together. So where I can, I will store the wig and the shoes, everything associated with the costume, I will keep together. There's only certain exceptions like the tracer wig, Bulma's wig that are just too big and too heavily styled. I don't want to mush into a bag. So yeah, that is how I store and keep everything together so I don't forget it and it all stays clean. That's it. That's it. That's how I store things here. Also, in the very near future, I'm gonna film a workspace storage and organizational video, so look forward to that pretty soon. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time. Bye! It's like midnight and the bird's sleeping, or else he would be in this video, but he's cranky right now and I ain't dealing with him. We just don't go fly willy-nilly around the house. We don't. Contain yourself. Contain it. Are you okay? You're fine. You're fine. Stop it. Me. Ugh. I'm stuck in my dress. Let me out. Ma! Oh, that was recording. Dang it.